Thank you. Well, who answers that phone when you call into 911? The 911 operators are needed across the upstate, and like the first responders, that job can be very stressful. In fact, so much so that it's very hard, officials say, to retain these employees.
A group of Anderson County Council members, in fact, met today to talk about some long-term issues in that dispatch center. For almost the entire life of that call center, officials tell us they have typically worked with 10 job openings. And now 7 News reporter Nicole Ford joins us from Anderson County. And Nicole, that number has started to get even higher. What are they doing to plug the holes?
Yeah, Gordon. So the reason this topic was actually on the public safety agenda today was because several fire chiefs had concerns that they don't have their own independent dispatcher because of these constant shortages. But with a new plan in place, the county hopes that this will not be this way going forward.
In County 911, what's the location of your emergency?
It all starts with a phone call to dispatch. Everything starts there.
These men and women sit behind a desk answering your calls to an emergency. But what happens when there aren't enough to fill those seats?
We had gotten as low as 18, and we have rehired and hired a part-timer to a full-time position. So I think we're right at around 14 or 15. 18 short.
Openings for dispatchers. But Anderson County's hoping to soon change that.
I think 3 to 6 months, I think we'll see a major difference in the dispatch system.
With County Council approving pay increases across the board.
Certain areas we may even be leading in the upstate in terms of salary, which allows us the opportunity for better recruitment and certainly retention.
And the implementation of a new training program.
It'd be 4 or 6 months down the road before you even knew if they were going to be able to make it as a dispatcher. Well, they got some programs in place now that they can kind of put them into that hot seat on a training atmosphere
to see if they will be able to handle the stress of the job.
There was like 6 employees that they'd brought in, and 2 of them, after a week, they didn't come back.
The goal is to get those seats filled with quality people and ultimately get the municipal fire chiefs their own dispatcher like they were promised almost a decade ago.
You're literally at life-threatening situations, and you got to have that contact. So we as a county realize the importance of dispatch, regardless what division it is.
Now, what's actually unique here in Anderson County is that with those holes in the dispatch center, they're actually having several people who were former dispatchers that now work at different agencies here in the county filling those holes. So while they do have 10 or 14 openings throughout the course of the year, those are actually filled by several people in the area. So there are people there to answer your 911 calls. We're live in Anderson tonight. Nicole Ford, 7 News.